Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, I'm on the test server. I've got access to new champions coming in this up and coming patch. So we're going to go in and take a look and see what Raid are dropping in. Are they bringing in some new hounds for the Packmaster? Let's take a look. What's going on today? So I've got a few red dots. We've got an Ogrin tribe, Void Legendary, Diamant. Oh, he's like a priesty type dude. Or is he a king? I guess he's a king. King of the Ogres. Diamant Copper Coin. Ah, oh, shame I can't really see his chest that well. He's so tall. Pretty cool though. He's got his trinkets. He's got his little skulls. Very cool visual as ever. Raid always absolutely knocking it out the park. Okay, so what have we got going on? We've got support. 112 base speed. He's got speed in all battles as well, 20%. So we've got an A1, attacks all enemies. Heals all allies by 5% of this champion's max HP, which could be pretty decent. Heals an additional 2% of this champion's max HP for each buff on this champion on an A1. So if he's got like 3 buffs on him, you're getting an 11% heal whilst doing AoE damage. And it bumps up a little bit more. So it'd be more like 12, 13% with 3 buffs. It's pretty insane. That's a pretty insane A1, honestly. Damn. That's a crazy healing A1, isn't it? Is that not insane? Okay, A2. Another attacks all enemies. Books to a 3-turn. Increases the duration of all ally buffs. We've got another buff extender here. All ally buffs by 1 turn. Fills this champion's turn meter by 10%, then fills their turn meter by an additional 5% for each buff that had its duration increased. What? What? So if all of your team, let's say this is Hydra, if all of your team have got 3 buffs, you're just getting another turn, right? It's just an instant extra turn, isn't it? Hold on, let me think. 6, or take it 5 extra champs. 15% per champ times 5. What's that? 50, 65 or 75? I've got no math brain right now. I think it's nigh on an extra turn. Wow. Okay. And it's an AoE hit at the same time. Then we've got another intercept champ. So currently you've got Wixwell that can do this. And then the new Void Legendary that we've seen for the Siege is going to be able to do this. This is the 3rd one I've seen. So places 3 intercept stacks on an ally. Also places increased resistance and strengthen on all allies on a 3-turn. It's actually massive. Wow. Okay. And then we've got, I guess, the other buffs. Increased resistance. I mean, it is good for Hydra. Strengthen, good for anywhere, really. But yeah, only really Hydra, I think this is great as a kind of like standard buff. But obviously, as a buff extender, just you need to pair him with someone else. If you're pairing with someone like a Sifi or a Duchess or a Phil or whatever, damn, we've got some buffs kicking off. Then got this passive. So 50% chance to convert a debuff into a buff before it is placed on this champion. Okay, it's only this champion. Pretty nutty though. Works with the following debuffs. Attack, decreased defense, decreased speed, crit rate, crit damage. That's actually really cool as well. Very cool. I'm guessing, so nothing needs accuracy here. I'm guessing this doesn't need accuracy. I don't think it does because you're not doing it to someone else. You're doing it to yourself. So it's quite easy to build as well. Damn, this is actually a pretty interesting champ. Okay, Diamant. Damn, first one up. Really pretty nuts, I think. Anyway, mainly a Hydra champion, I think, but could be relevant elsewhere. Let's just see here. So we've got Toox as the next one, a new lizard. This is a banner dude. It's got the paw print. Pretty sweet. I mean, what is that weapon? What even are you? It just picked up a bone of a dead lizard and was like, I'm going to use it as my weapon. I've made it into an axe. Okay. So he's the Banner Lord guy, the Unity guy. What is it they actually call them? Unity guy. Yeah, the Unity guy. Got very high base attack, pretty high HP as well, attack based. So we've got a double hitter here. The ally with the highest crit damage will team up and join the attack. Nice, damn. The ally joining the attack will use their default skill, yeah. The damage dealt by this champion and the ally joining the attack will be increased by 10% for each debuff on the target, stacking up to 100% extra damage. Yikes, that's pretty cool as well. Draconic Retribution here. Triple hit, books to a 3-turn. Each hit ignores 10% of the target's defense, but each debuff up to 50%. Each hit will then increase his champion's attack by 10% up to 50%. And an extra turn if it's a kill. We'll then get the Unity stuff. So books to a 3-turn here. Block reviving it as well. Attacks all enemies on a 3-turn if booked. Before attacking, puts increased attack and increased crit damage on this champ. Places an extra hit on all enemies with any debuffs. That alone, by the way, is probably a crazy skill. But then we get the Unity stuff. So if he's got one person with him, ignores Strengthen, Ally Protect, and Shield. If he's got 2 with him, enemies killed by this skill are block revived if they've got a debuff. And then if there's 3, deals 20% more damage for each debuff up to 100%. Damn, this guy's going to be nuts. This guy is going to be absolutely nuts. Damn it. We then got the passive here. Fills this champion's turn meter by 5% whenever an enemy or an ally receives a debuff. Okay. And then if there's one other lizard around, 25% chance to counterattack whenever an ally is attacked by an enemy under a debuff. I wonder if he counterattacks and brings the other person in. Wow. That's nuts as well. If there's 2 allies around from this faction, decreases the damage this champion receives from enemies under debuffs by 50%, and the damage ally receives from enemies under debuffs by 20%. Straight damage reduction, 20% for your team, 50% for him, whenever a debuff is out there. And then 3, oh lord, all allies immune to sheep. Oh my god. This guy is crazy. Absolutely crazy. He's got the aura as well. Increase ally attack by 30% and accuracy in battles by 40 for lizards. So Lazarus is a great lizard for, I'm just thinking like arena right now, because this guy could mix up the arena meta. Laz, brilliant for the arena. Who else is kind of like meta arena or could become meta arena again? Chris is way out of the meta nowadays. I don't know if he could come back in with this guy. Ramantu, certainly been used a lot more. I've been seeing when I've been doing arena stuff. In terms of putting debuffs out there, though, because you do need debuffs to go out there. Sulfurion could be pretty good. I mean, Shagor's interesting in terms of debuffs and stuff like that. Fushan, interesting, can do some big damage. You got a lot of debuffs from Draco, but he's a bit outside the meta nowadays. Yeah, going to be an interesting one. I do wonder, like all of these Unity guys, it's like, who will you pair with this champ to make them absolutely obscene? Interesting. Okay, damn. He sounds super fun. We've got Skinwalker. I think that's just them giving me this champ that's been buffed. So both Loriaka and Jingwon have been buffed on the test server, so I'm going to be checking those out. Probably mainly Jingwon. I'm not really that fussed about the Loriaka unless you tell me otherwise. But yeah, Jingwon, I do want to test. And then, so the last one, in terms of new champs, then, is a new mythical for Demon Spawn, Kdus. Kdus Dark Smile. Oh, okay. We got like an imp type dude for the demons. Nice. Don't know. It feels pretty chunky for an imp. Maybe it's not an imp. It's got this kind of like mace type ball things all over him. It reminds me a bit of the Hobgoblin. Is he a goblin? Does that mean he's a goblin? Maybe he is. Or just a demon. Anyway. Looking pretty sweet. I guess let's have a quick look at the other form. What's he become? Bam. Okay, he became a clown. He became the Joker. Pretty sweet, though. All the runes on him. Yeah, it's quite cool. I like it. Okay, so he's a support in his base form. He goes into an HP champion in his other form. Let's have a look at the stats here. So we've got good defense, good HP, good speed. And then we go just higher HP, higher defense, still good speed. Okay, Right then, so Form 1, we've got double hitter. Each hit decreases the target's defense, goes up to 20%. Each hit also steals turn meter, so you get a 20% turn meter steal from the A1. A2 is an AoE, removes all buffs from enemies and puts blocked active steals on the enemy. Also steals 20% turn meter from each enemy under a blocked active steal debuff. So in the arena, a bit like Armand's, you get an 80% turn meter steal, which basically means this guy's nigh on going again at the same time as blocking out all of their active abilities. Wow. Okay. The A3 attacks an enemy, steals 100% turn meter from the target and puts their steals on cooldown. Yikes. And then a passive. Whenever this champion loses 30% HP or more in a single turn, deals damage to the attacker equal to 30% of this champion's max HP. Damn, that's actually quite nuts as well. So say you get him to 100k HP, you're basically just doing a straight 30k hit to the enemy. I'm assuming that just is pure damage, like true damage, rather than could go for any sort of mitigation. Also, when this champion loses 30% HP or more in a single turn, places a shield on them equal to 30% of his HP. That's interesting because you don't necessarily want that. There's no cooldown on this. You kind of want him to not. You want him to keep being able to be hit, I think. I don't know. That's an interesting one. I'm not, because when you lose the shield, that's not going to lose the HP. So I'm not quite sure if that's what you want. But anyway, it's definitely an interesting passive. Accuracy in all battles by 80. Let's check the other form out. So this is the HP-based one. Again, like a chunky old amount of defense. So we've got a double hitter. Each hit has a 50% chance of placing a bomb for 2 turns. Heals this champion by 10% max HP for each bomb placed. But his damage is based on HP. So I wonder if the bomb damage is based on HP. Currently, every bomb champion in the game, their bomb damage is based on the attack of the champ. Attacks all enemies, places 2 bombs on all enemies for 2 turns. Instantly detonates all bombs on enemies with stone skin or enemies whose HP is less than this champion's HP. Which, if you build this champ right, should be all of them. I'm guessing the bomb damage is based on HP then. Then places a stun for 1 turn on all enemies who had their bombs detonated. Okay, pretty nuts. Heals this champion by 50% of their max HP. Also places weaken on all enemies for 2 turns, then goes again. So weaken is going to enhance the bomb damage, although you would waste your HP heal, I guess. Don't know, bit of a funky one, but there you go. And then we've got here passive, 100% chance to reflect all bombs placed on this champion back to an attacker. That's quite cool. Is that for Bommel as well? I don't know if that's for Bommel as well. It might be. I'm pretty sure, what's her name? Yumiko can push bombs back. Also has a 30% chance to reflect all other debuffs placed on this champion back. Heals this champion by 20% of their max HP whenever an enemy is killed by a bomb as well. And then we've got accuracy on the aura. Damn. Again, new champions in Raid Shadow Legends nowadays. I mean, gone are the days where I do a tier list where I say the best champion in the game is Marta, which is what I used to do. Oh my God, it's just so crazy, these champions that are coming out nowadays. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And yeah, no new hounds for the Packmaster, albeit it feels like people are finding good ways to use him anyway. And yeah, let me know, do you want to see Jingwon, or do you want to see Loriaka in a video coming soon? Anyway, there you go, guys. I've been Hell Hades. I'll see you in the next one.